Well, welcome to FridgeArt. I'm Andrea Radek.
And I'm Kristen Plesko.
What are we feeling today?
Do you have a girl who thinks she's a beast, even though she's really nice inside? Like, on the outside, she's a monster.
It's mostly Kylam Sky. You want?
Do you have really old Kylam Sky artwork then?
Oh, yeah.
Here, let's have some old shit.
Alright, look away.
Okay.
Because that was originally the one I was thinking about. Okay, look back.
Oh, come on. Really? She looks some sort of skeleton snake woman now? Oh, come on.
So, for those that are not sure what the hell is happening, I've written... Good, thank you, Kat. I've written a series... It's just 2 books online that I have posted online in a Tumblr. Oh, for God's sakes, really?
That's just what I think he hears us talking, and then he literally just
I think so,
has
too.
to meow.
I went and I, slid my foot towards him, and he, jumped back and then bolted. I think he just wants food. They see, the sun start going down, and they just assume that's when they get fed, is when the sun goes down. So the earlier the sun goes down, the more annoying they get. It's fun. Anyways, so in Kylam Sky, it's about, a person that's sort of like a soulless husk. And they just sort of, float around a giant...
A flesh bag marauder, if you will.
A flesh bag marauder. That just sort of floats around like essentially hell and everything. And this was a really early concept, because she essentially starts out as, just a skeleton. Just a top part of a skeleton floating about. And this was done...
Oh, it's just the top part of a skeleton?
Yeah, she's just... she's a part of, a big giant,
conga line.
Yeah, like a conga line.
Yeah, no, I know. I thought they were just regular skeletons.
No, they're just, from the rib cage up.
So they're like penagolins, or as they say?
I'm gonna do this. Beazle, get out. Get out, and then y'all can just pee in this one you don't like. If you don't like it, TS. TS for cats.
So, if she's a human skeleton, what the hell is going on with everything? I'm just gonna say, she has, 3 joints in that arm. She has an elbow, but then she also has a second elbow. I'm just saying, what the hell?
She does
that is 2 elbow.
Well, no, that's her, well, she is a human being, but she's also not really, she's just essentially a demon, but this was really super early stuff, that she was, this sort of grotesque-looking form.
I like how her hair is still super nice.
Oh, yeah, of course. And then she was reaching out for salvation by this phoenix feather thing here. And it was really, overdone. And I did it, and I liked it for...
get there, man.
Yeah, pretty much. It was she gotta drag herself out of the depths of hell. And, yeah, no, she does have really nice hair. Even though she's just a fucking skeleton with
It's really nice
arms.
dyed hair, and it's when the hell do you have time to do this? In hell. I don't.
When in hell, no time. No time
I like her double elbow there. That's...
Well, no, okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a trapezius, like a collarbone. And then it's her shoulder, which is fleshy.
Oh, but where's the collarbone?
It's right there.
Huge. But where's the back? Isn't there more? Is there more to that?
No, I thought it's just
it doesn't just float, it attaches to your shoulder, right?
Well,
and it makes a little diamond that your spine goes through, right?
Yeah. Well,
that's not a diamond.
It's missing the front part. Okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not a collarbone at all. That's just
she also has 4 ribs total.
She does. She's her organs, her viscera are not well protected.
She has one giant shoulder blade.
Does she have no bottom jaw? Is she just
she doesn't. Yeah, she's just
gay.
She really is.
That's my she has no nose. It's just did you remember the South Park with Britney Spears when she got her head top of her head blown off? It's basically just it's the opposite, but it's just the lower part of her jaw isn't there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Mrs. Spears, we should do that.
But in the story, and I think the reason she's sort of human-ish towards the front is in a very, very early iteration is she achieves this type of humanity, and I'm doing excessive air quotes. That's why her arms are fleshy, and like her face is starting to be fleshy, and she has a nose for some fucking reason.
Is that a nose, or is that like a pumpkin face? Oh, that is... Oh, Jesus. I thought that was literally the inside of her. I thought that was just a hole in her face.
I like how there's like these partially colored areas here that could serve as pupils. I
like how they're going like the light is going different directions, so it's like
well, that's the thing. It's like it's supposed to be like an empty inside, but yeah, just looking at it this way, she just looks like she has two pupils going the opposite sides. Like
she looks like a Japanese no mask right now.
She does. She really
does. She's just Bunraku, I guess, is the really terrifying doll one.
Okay.
Yeah, have you ever seen it, like, where they have, like, changing heads and stuff?
Yeah,
it's Bunraku. It's terrifying.
You've shown me those before. They are terrifying.
For those of you who don't know, there's, like, 3 different types of Japanese theater. It's, like, Bunraku, No, and, Kabuki? And Kabuki's the one with people, No has masks, and, Bunraku is terrifying large dolls.
It has, like, changing faces on the mask, though.
It's really, like, super cool, but it's also, like, nightmare fuel, and I hope you take anti-anxiety medicine as I do, because that stuff is terrifying. So
does this have my giant watermark over it? I think there's a version of this that had like this colossal watermark, and you can just barely see it, but you see like this big swoopy fucking thing. I think that was one big brush that I sort of erased back quite a bit. Well, it goes up and around like this, and then there's another one that goes up and around like that, and then there's another thing up around there. Like It's not... I was not proud of this when I finished it. I was angry when I finished it, and I'm still angry about it. And this thing is...
So my question terrifying. Is, if someone's dead in the old universe, in this old picture universe,
okay. Would they really have more of a conceptual type of thing?
Would they have like chest hair and boob hair and stuff? If they have nice hair on the top of their head, like
no. She's only human towards the front because she's achieving like coming back to life.
Where's her flesh bags? That's the important part.
Hasn't gotten there yet.
Why also does she just have... I can't believe that's her shoulder right there.
Isn't it awful?
Like, I'm sorry. I literally thought that was a second elbow. Like, she just has
I don't
like a
blame you.
It
is. It's really shitty looking. That's why it's here.
I'm kind of jealous, though. You have so much art that, you can say, like, wow, look how much I've improved. And I just have, like, sketches and stuff, but this is, like, legitimately really bad.
A lot of them are really bad. But this is 2008. I remember this one was 2008 that I did this.
It's good vintage. I like her especially pointy Final Fantasy VIII fingers.
Yeah, nice, huh? Like, yeah. I think this was done... I think there was a part when I was in college that I'm like, I really gotta step up my shit and do the thing, and then I drew a couple things like this, and they were just laughably terrible.
What is the scapula or whatever? Is that what it's called? The
it's
shoulder
a scapula.
blade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Is mine wings?
What the hell is going on with the shape? It looks like why her
It's
bones?
huge.
Yeah.
It's like it looks like a paddle and it's fused to her spine.
Why does she look like the like a bog man? Like basically that's what she has like red hair like the Lindis man.
And she's supposed to be intentionally frightening looking.
That would actually be a really good reference point. Is like all the bog people, the Lindis man and stuff, because they have basically the tannins make their hair bright red and it makes their skin.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The bog men. I'm not okay, and people just say that's crazy, Kristen.
I'm just telling you. It's the Bogman.
It's like
tell
the
you.
Bogman.
The Bogman.
Okay, if you look up Bogman,
they're listening on my telephone,
like the Linden Man and stuff. They're basically like these people that have been sacrificed to old gods from like thousands of years ago, and they basically, when they're digging peat, they just find a random dead body, and some of them are so well preserved they think it's a recent murder victim. But basically, the bog acid dyes their hair red and turns their skin.
Man.
I swear to God, it's a thing. There you go. It's a real thing, and it's terrifying. Because sometimes the face will be beautiful, like I think that's the Linden Man or Lindis Man. Yeah. Basically, their bones dissolve away, and that what's left is like tanned leather and like red hair, and it's like the soft organs sometimes are preserved. But it's pretty terrifying. Like, sometimes bones are preserved, too, but it's very rare. Bless you. So, bog body, see? Bogmen.
That's disgusting.
Yep. Are you glad you learned about that?
He looks like a bronze cast of the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, it's really well preserved, though. That face is freaking beautiful. Like, in terms of preservation.
But that's not actually any bones or anything?
Yeah, the bones aren't there. In fact, that his body that's in display, his head's the only thing originally preserved because he was found in the 50s. So the body that's with him is fake, but the head is completely real. So they couldn't preserve such a large piece, so they had disgusting. They just chose the head. But it's really, really good. Like, that's really, really good preservation. And of course, you guys will probably see it in the thing, but it's really good. So,
well, there he is. That looks like a normal human being.
Yeah,
sorry, it's
like a really ugly person at all.
Where it's like,
boo, you know, it's just you know what he looks like? He looks like human Shrek.
He does look like human Shrek.
Jeez. Oh God. Or like kind of like Farquaad or something. Like it just doesn't look quite.
He does really look like human Shrek. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I think it's really cool, but it's also like I'm also weird. So yeah.
So what's
Tolun, man? I'm sorry. It's super old.
He's almost 3,000 years old.
Yeah.
Is that the hat he comes with too?
Yeah, he comes with the hat too. It's just his bones.
So why is it
away.
so well preserved?
Because he was in bog.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Basically, the bog is low oxygen, and I guess it just kind of stops decay very quickly.
The Toland man is apparently this guy.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Like, it's really fascinating, but really fucking gross. Oh.
Yeah, and they found the contents of his stomach. They could tell, like, where he ate the seeds.
Oh, you could see his little beard.
Yeah. No, he was definitely... apparently he was, like,
So did he come with this rope around his neck, too?
Yeah, he was a sacrifice. They think he was a sacrifice. He was killed and then put into the bog as some sort of sacrifice. Since he was pretty well preserved, he might have been, like actually pretty high up there, and he was killed maybe when crops weren't great or something. I don't know. People in Europe back then were pretty intense. They really wanted to... There's a lot of bog bodies. You should check them out.
Yeah, I might do that later. That's disgusting, but it's interesting.
It's cool, but I mean, you can
So
make
what were you saying, that she has a bog face?
No, she has like the brown kind of tanned skin. Kind of reminds me of like bog bodies, where it's just like
she was just supposed to be sort of sinewy and like you can see in her hand here, obviously, that she's like.
And her Final Fantasy 8 fingers.
Well, no, that she's like she's sort of tendony. Like she's not. It's not her skin. I know it doesn't look like muscles, but it's not her skin.
Where's the white bits?
Well, you can see it a little bit better in here. That it's got some...
I see. When you zoom in 1,000%, you can kind of see some bone.
Well, yeah. Like, I tried to do some bones and some... I didn't know what I was doing, basically.
See, what you gotta do is looking at some rotting animals and see how that sticks to the flesh. Because that's a little bit more convincing. And disgusting. I had to look at gangrene for something recently, and it was pretty fun.
Kristen did something at work where she's like, wow, look at all these dead bodies. This man, or no, look at this.
Oh, they weren't dead. Well, some of them weren't dead.
I probably wish they were dead.
Yeah.
Like, one of them was like this guy whose foot was like half gone because it was like all black.
It was an elderly man with diabetes, advanced diabetes, and I saw there was another one where it was a man who had untreated basal cell carcinoma, and they had to take out basically half his face, so he had like...
She kept showing these at work, and they were really super gross.
It was amazing for references for any sort of zombie or Skeleman, just anything, like, super good. And then Noma is a disease, it's like that affects primarily young children, and it basically causes, like, gangrenous falling off of parts of the face, so you'll see they'll have, like, teeth, and they'll be, like, half skeleton on their face. Yeah. It is terrifying. Feed your children, because that actually will stop it. Also, antibiotics help too. But
so, if there's one thing that you can pull from FridgeArt today, is please feed your children.
Feed your children. Also, don't get gangrene or get diabetes.
And don't get sacrificed 3,000 years ago to old gods to be put into a bog.
Old gods and the new.
Yeah, that's gross. Very interesting, but gross. So I did the same thing that a lot of people do, is I put a whole bunch of,
hair?
Yeah, like hair strands.
She does have really nice, like...
Well, she conditions.
When the hell do you have time for that now?
It's part of the regenerative effects of this really wispy, terribly looking phoenix.
I also didn't realize that was a feather. I thought it was like something from Super Mario.
Like,
you know, like the
the Tanuki tail.
Yeah, you shoot like...
Woo! Yeah.
point, 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 point. You know, like the fireball things. You know, you catch the... I thought it was like a white firefly.
It's actually just some sort of crossover between the two, and...
It just doesn't look like a feather to me.
It was just a piece where it was overly philosophical and not even clear about what the hell it's trying to say.
Feather represents innocence.
And then I ended up just not using anything like this for the actual story. Because this was a part of concept art I had when I was in the process of starting to write it and still brainstorming and everything. So... I think I'd seen this and I'm like, nah, that's kind of fucking weird. Let's not do this.
Well, you can go weird. You just have to go artistically weird.
It just should make sense in some way.
And she should have a collarbone.
And another collarbone would be good for her.
So you have 2 collarbones? Like, yeah, because I know you have like the ones up front. They're like...
Gotta stop looking at things online.
Okay, we won't. But so is that what this is? So that's collarbone 2? It's not like just backbone number 2 or something?
See, I thought you just had, like, you have your collarbone here.
Yeah, because that's what you crack when you're a turkey. Because it's the wishbone.
No, people don't have wishbones. I believe a wishbone is a fusing of the collarbone with the sternum.
Oh, that's how they fly. That's their muscle anchorage, right?
I thought that's...
You're
don't
probably
quote
right.
me on that.
I thought that was just the collarbone.
No, ours are flexible so we can squinch and such.
Ugh, and then some people break them.
Yeah, and that's very gross. Painful for them. And then I thought I thought we just had the one, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, we gotta figure out, and we're gonna show a scientific picture of what humans look like. Skeleton bending forward, maybe? I honestly...
So it's... I should have remembered that, because I broke one of those ribs, apparently.
I don't know. No, that's a tiny picture. You're not gonna be able to see it. Too tiny. What the hell is that?
The same picture. So you do just have that one bone.
Oh. So it just kind of floats on your scapula?
It sort of, it comes back around.
Oh.
And then, yeah, it connects with your scapula on the back.
Human bodies are gross.
Yeah, so there you go.
Our skeletons are gross. I'm, like, grossed out that we have something like that we grow around.
We constantly make fun of Kristen at work that Kristen is wigged out that we have a skeleton inside of our bodies.
Like, if you think about it, like, that's really weird that I am literally just, like, a meat puppet. Like, with, you know, like, I'll never see my bones, but I'm, like, a meat puppet
if you're lucky,
around
maybe you
the
will.
bones. No.
I've seen my bones before.
I haven't. It's
very
gross.
Red.
What do you mean? Did you break your arm open?
When I got mauled by a dog or something.
Ew.
I was mauled really badly.
Well, maybe if you clean it off, it wouldn't be red, but...
No, yeah, that's the thing. It's like...
I'm sure with all the juicy bits by it.
Well, it was like... It had like a reddish membrane around it. Like
yeah, I've seen
like,
it's
like
kind of
pearly
like pinkish.
white bones.
It's pinkish, and sometimes there's like veins and bubbly... Ew, yeah, fucking gross. That's nasty. Something about being a meat puppet just does not appeal to me. I'd rather be like anything else, but I am literally...
So there you go. You have ribs that come up the back.
Yeah.
So there are your ribs that come around from the front, and that's like, I guess it's that one is the one that I broke apparently. That one and like one of them down there when I had bronchitis.
Rib.
Well, like when I went to that one bullshit doctor thing where they're like, "We're gonna put all your bones back in place," and they like shunted everything around. They're like, "Oh, so you broke your rib up here at some point because it's dislocated," and it's like, she's like, and it was very strange.
I'm just
spooky, scary skeletons.
It's just not. It's not a good thing to think about that you're basically just a meat puppet, you know, manipulating some weird calcium things. You know.
Well, you are the calcium things as well.
Well, that's not me though. I'm just a.
You think it's somebody else's skeleton?
I'm just a fat brain piloting a meat puppet, and that's really gross to me. Like, what is real? Like, why does it hurt when my arm falls off? You know, like I'm just a meat puppet. Just
because it's your fucking body and you're not just a brain.
But I can't like say, okay, cells, time to form wings.
Well, obviously you're not God. Like,
I'm also not the Wonder Twin.
I really like the ability of the dog to form wings whenever it pleases. Like that's an obvious rule that you're not allowed to do stuff that's not possible. But you're not really just a brain. You're not just a brain. You are you. This is you. I'm grabbing her toe.
Don't touch it.
Don't
touch my meat puppet body. The sensations I'm feeling aren't real. We're in the Matrix.
Anyway, so I'm done with this one.
Yeah,
there's not a lot to it. Do you like the Final Destination background?
Yeah, it does look. I like how it is red and blue, the same color as every...
Well,
same color as every movie poster. It'll have something blue and something like orange and red.
It's not really blue. It's just barely blue with a feather.
No, it is. You're right.
It's just black.
I'm wrong.
That's giving me too much credit for complementing in colors.
Yeah, it's not good enough, Andrea.
Okay.
You meat puppet.
Meat puppet. Alright, we're gonna come back with Kristen's...
Yeah.
Monsters. Alright, so Kristen is gonna be manning the desk this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the person sitting on the chair.
Yeah, so welcome to FridgeArt. I'm Kristen Plesko.
Well, we've already...
damn it! Part. Damn it, that's right! Damn it, I'm still second wheel. I can't even...
And if you hear the gentle sound of cats fighting in the background, it is indeed my cats fighting.
Yep. I'm sorry, I forgot we were recording.
Suckling at each other. Here, minimize the thing so we're not looking at the volume thing all the time.
I'm sorry, I'm still new to this.
So I'm letting
Kristen
give this a shot.
How do you...
Grab the bar at the top.
What? What bar at the top? This?
Yes. Drag it to the bigger screen on the left. Okay, now zoom in. Jesus Christ.
Like this? What the hell? How do you use the Windows? Why is there so much stuff? Can we get rid of that? Can we just...
What other stuff is there?
I don't know. Like this
file?
Bar. Okay, there. Then that's fine. This is it.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
I apparently cannot use a computer.
Is this a pixel art thing?
It is. It is Oakaki.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, either the quality on this is super low.
No, this is the actual size because it was...
run somewhere else to fight good. Oh, boy,
so
my bony ass already
This was a gift for a friend, I think. Because I know the character.
Okay.
So that...
she has the longest torso in the world.
Yeah, not sure how that happened, and also the shortest skirt in all of the world.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of anime where...
No, that's true. She's basically Gurren Lagann kind of skirt.
Could you zoom into her, the upper part of her dachshund-like body? There we go. Oh,
Well, that is literally the worst skin coloring I think I've ever done in my life. It's gray to yellow.
I like her one tiny gimp boob. They're both sort of gimp
That's
boobs.
not even where the muscle would go. It's literally her armpit is just going underneath where it should be.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, she just has like a really... She has like the underarm of like a bodybuilder who has really big back muscles. That's what she looks like. She has
and she certainly
absolutely
doesn't.
massive back muscles.
Yeah, I've always wondered when humans have animal
cat
ears. Fox ears, excuse me, but whenever a character has like animal ears, like... Do they have,
Are you going to talk about the human?
Yeah,
you talked about this the last time.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm like an old person.
You're not like an old person.
I am old.
Kristen has some sort of forward and reverse Benjamin Button thing, where she started off life as a child, then became an adult, then is becoming an old person, and yet how old are you?
I'm 27.
27? Yeah. I remember the old 27. It was a good time. It was a different time. Different era.
Was it? The iPhone 6 Plus had probably not come out yet.
When I was 27?
Yeah.
Well, it was 2 years ago, so...
You're 2 years older than me? No, you're 1 year, right?
I'm 28 right now, but I will be 29.
We're practically womb buddies. As, what are they? Age buddies?
Hey! Age pal.
Age pals.
So, I like that her suspenders are directly connected to her boobs.
You like that? Because it
doesn't go to her shoulder at all.
Yeah, they're not really suspenders.
They're just...
She bends over and literally I think her
she's doing exactly what she's... That's why the top part of her shirt is peeling down, is because it's improperly connected to her body. I have no idea what's going on there. And then it just...
Really bad.
She just leans back like this and just...
Yeah. I also like how I shaded with squares here. Like if you...
Oh,
and I think
Kristen. I'm just far enough...
There you go.
Shaded with checkerboards.
Yeah, well, no, because it was it's Oakaki, and see, I guess I also shaded with some cross-eyed. This is not very good.
Up. What? Shut up.
There's also little sparkles everywhere. You like that? You like that, Andrea? You like all the sparkles here?
No. I thought that you just forgot to erase a sketch layer.
No, those are actual intentions. They're all the way over here. They're right here.
That's terrible. She just looks like she has a bunch of crazy strings coming off of her. Like,
she's a puppet master.
Good for her. That's terrible looking. I want you to try and talk me through her anatomy. How many ribs does she have, would you say?
Oh, none, because she's a worm.
Oh, okay, so she's just... So really...
She's half fox, half worm.
So really she has those suspenders for, like stability purposes. Like, she's essentially like, like a corset, where she has, like, the... What are they called? They're like the bars that run vertically.
The whalebone? Fishbone. Yeah, that's whalebone.
Might be fishbone. Might be whalebone. I don't know. But yeah,
the corset ribs, right?
They're like the ribs on
they're whalebone.
Okay. Well, that's what she uses to hold herself together here. Because, like, she would have... It looks like she's normal until you get to the waist.
Yeah, and then there's just something happening.
Well, no, like, even above the waist, that's...
And then there's...
She's got the V like a dude.
She sure does. Also, her legs are going this direction, but her body is going this direction.
It's like an anti-boobs and butt pose.
Yeah, it is the exact... It's
the other way around.
Under boob and V pose.
Just gonna put my foot up here.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
I like the incredibly stark lighting that you have on everything.
Yeah, it looks like she's basically has been oiled up somehow, like someone threw sesame oil on her hair, but also they put her through a Super Nintendo machine, so she's also very angular.
She is incredibly angular.
Like her highlights on her hair, it's like, why would I think to do that?
I don't know.
It's not very good. This isn't very good. I should have never...
Here, let's scroll up and we'll just go through the whole thing. So go by her hand, her top hand. It's a good drag in there, Kristen.
You like it? You like it? It's like, way.
No.
Also, this is, I think, the only time I didn't use She Painter, because this is BB paint. It's not She Painter. There's different ones, and I'm pretty sure this is BB. Yeah, BB paint, and it's shit because there's no transparency and no layer modes. So basically, it's bad.
I like her pinky finger to start. I like everything about that pinky finger. I like how it goes back, but it doesn't really go in, so it just sort of like slopes down, and then she just has like a big area just coming out the back of her hand, so she just has like these big fat mitts. And then like this muscle that comes down and joins up to your wrist just sort of stops about halfway up there for her. And then you also have some sort of waistline with your hand, where it's just like
her waist, the waist of her hands are very thin. I mean, this is she is a very classy lady.
Are also, those embers going by?
Huh?
They're embers, aren't they? Or are they cherry blossoms? The background.
No, those are actually embers. Those aren't cherry blossoms.
Okay.
Crap, it's at night.
Oh, I see.
They're not glowing and blue like the other one we did last time. But like, there's just. That is why we talked about it last time, because that it's like everyone has a character with anime cat ears, or anime fox ears, or anime wolf ears. It's everyone.
Yeah,
I do. Everyone does. You gotta get out of your system.
I got bored and I went on the DeviantArt forums the other day, and one of them was like, I see so many drawings of wolves and anthro, I guess. What is this and everything? And I gave them like a short insight. They're like, but why are there so many wolves? I'm like, that's a good question. It's the starter species, and I don't know. Yeah.
Everyone has a wolf character to start out with.
Everyone. It's like a diffusion method, you know? It starts with a concentrated source, which is wolves, and then it just spreads out into everything else.
What do you like about wolves? I like the dragon part of wolves. Hey. Okay, well, you're gonna go into dragons now.
Yeah, exactly. What? Stop being a dupe. Wow, that is...
Yeah, that's
miserable.
That's very loud...
That is incredibly loud.
I think that is the ugliest flame I've ever done.
Yeah, it's really piecey and, like...
Gross?
Yeah, like oily.
Like, and there's, like,
towards
pizza bits in it.
It's got weird pizza bits.
It's really not good. It's just not very good. And this is, yeah, BB Paint had no ability to use, like, multiply, and at this point I definitely depended on that shit. And this is just not what a fire looks like. I should have probably actually... I think the main thing is I didn't look at a reference.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, children, always use references, because otherwise your fire will look like this piece of garbage.
Alright, let's scroll down. Keep this fairly brief so you have a chance to go back home and do your stuff. She sort of looks like Korra.
She has the longest arms on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
That shoulder to yaya up there is incredibly long. Oh, that's her other arm. God, I thought it was
No, that's...
shorter than that.
She has, like, a chest that's super thin, like she's a snake woman, but then she has,
She doesn't have a chest. She has a bit of a waist, and then it just, like, slinks up.
It does.
Like, there's no real chest. It's concave, actually.
Perspective! That's what it is! You can't see it. Ugh. Her hair is... It's just not very well rendered.
It's got a lot of that crazy shit where it just keeps coming from everywhere.
Oh my god, it does. It's just
it's internal.
Not very
eternal. Good. Scroll down to her. Jesus Christ, that is the longest. Did you see that when you first did it?
No, I didn't. I had no concept of. I thought long torso was normal because I didn't know what a human looked like. I'd never seen another human in my basement.
Torso. You have a very short torso.
No, I don't.
You've always told me you have a short.
I have short legs.
Oh, right. You have a short legs and.
I mean, have you ever seen me run? You see where my crotch is compared to my my legs?
It does remind me of like a mascot. I'm kidding.
I have a very short legs, so I am not gifted with the running.
If you were able to disassemble Kristen and I, you would be able to put together two
regular
normal-looking human beings from it by mixing up our faults. Because Kristen has a long torso and short arms and legs. And I have long arms and legs and a short torso.
So you can make a very short woman and a very long woman.
Yeah, you can make Slenderman and then
and shorter Slenderman,
and then somebody that's probably
Squatterman.
Squatterman, Slenderman, Squatterman.
This is definitely of the Slenderman variety. Also, even her what are these?
I'm gonna
called suspenders? Even the suspenders get thinner and have a waist.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah.
God,
yeah, sorry. Here we go.
It's not very good. I should never ever do pixel art like this.
No, honestly, I think for a pixel art thing, it's interesting looking. I would do more pixel art. Honestly.
No, I like doing pixel art, but I've done it actually good, where it's not like garbage, you know. And this is just not the way. This is kind of almost pillow shady, and how it like this is not how I like shading. This is just not a good idea to shade.
Yeah,
you know, use two, maybe 3 colors. I would always do 2. And you can dither and stuff, but...
Scroll down. Let me see her short shorts. So is that more of her hair?
Yeah,
behind her?
See, it goes somehow...
What
bam.
the fuck, man? Like... Is she just... What's that game where you have, like, the big long, like, thing behind you? Like, your sash or something is super long, and it's, like, a minimalistic stuff. You have, like, a one little person, it's got, like, a red sash.
Oh, Journey.
Yeah. She has,
I thought you were talking about Bayonetta, and
no,
that
she
might
has,
be
like,
true, too.
Well, yeah. She probably, clothed herself with her own hair, but... Does she have, like, a Journey-esque, like, background, like, a trailing hair? Oh my god, cats are the fucking
No,
worst.
just leave him alone. He'll eventually get tired of it.
No, he won't. Trust me, I had to deal with a fucking weekend of him doing that constantly. He doesn't fucking stop. Let's keep doing this, finish it, and then I can fucking feed him and he'll leave me alone.
Yeah!
Her skirt is ridiculously short.
Yeah, no,
and
it's literally
I question
a belt.
to say that her crotch is non-existent.
Either that, or it's like one of those anime things where it's always perfectly... No, she must be like a Barbie doll. Like, the way I drew her is just not very good. And I am so sorry, Fox, because that was the name of this person who's...
Of course it was. Of course it fucking was. She's
very...
part Fox, so her name is Fox.
Well, like, I have a character.
Hold on, the creativity...
Dragon.
The fucking creativity train is rolling through.
We were on DeviantArt. Everyone has names like that. Or even if you evolve past it, then you're like, well, everyone knows me as a Sintra Dragon, so I guess...
I'm not talking about Sintra Dragon. I'm talking about naming a character Fox.
No, her character's name wasn't Fox. Her handle was Fox.
Oh, well, you just said that.
Yeah, her name, sorry, I meant the friend's name, not this character in particular. I actually don't know. Maybe her name was Fox. I don't think it was. I feel bad for not remembering, but I'm not very good at remembering.
So, does she just have belts is that what is this trailing thing?
I think maybe it's just a ribbon and it just goes underneath her belt for some reason. Even though that would be very uncomfortable and doesn't...
How come it's just on the one side it looks like it wraps around, but not on the other side?
Oh, this is just part of her belt.
Oh, okay.
See?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this is really not good.
You maybe you should have added a bit more sparkles onto it. I think honestly it's the sparkles that have ruined it.
There's a lot of things that ruined it.
Well, yeah.
Sparkles are definitely one thing.
The sparkles make it look like she is some sort of, like, thread puppet, and she's coming apart at the seams.
I think it must have been, like, something stylistic I was trying, and I failed. At least I finished it.
Everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's not very good. It is what I would consider a failed attempt. Also, her torso. It looks like she was put in the on the rack, I guess. But instead of like being able to quarter her, they just kind of let her keep going, and she just became very very tall.
Tallman.
That's what it's called, right? Is like the rack.
It was the rack, yeah.
Yeah, it's the rack. So at least you don't see her legs, because I'm sure they're literally down to here, like right below your desk and to the floor. Because at those proportions,
I like to think that she just walks like in a skittering motion.
She's like the robots from from Black Widow.
Or maybe she's just like an inchworm, and that she doesn't actually have like a. She just has like human mermaid things where her legs just sort of fuse together.
Good.
And then she just does the worm around.
Good. Yeah, that's what I think.
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know. Clothes are interesting and stuff. You just put the hair forever.
With my skill level at this time, and also just BB paint is just not good to use for something like this. Like, it's good for a lot of things, but just at my skill level, I just couldn't use it properly. Because I've seen a lot of really cool things in BB paint, but
I've never even heard of BB paint.
She Painter, have you heard of that one?
Yeah, I've heard of She Painter.
Yeah, and there's also the other one. I think BB paint is the oldest. That's why it looks like pixelated a lot.
Getcha.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Those are the two I was familiar with.
I don't really have anything else, though.
Okay. Well, that's what's going on. It's not very good.
That and you have 6 minutes, so.
Yeah, that's true. I need to get home so I can catch the Coxman to see what's happening.
You gotta catch your Cox.
Yep.
Kristen doesn't have internet, so she's...
I have internet only at parts of the day. Like, I have it in the morning, like, very early, like at 7, and late at night. I'm thinking someone might be stealing my internet during peak hours of the day.
It could just be the area you're in.
Or, because it was working perfectly for 3 months. Why would it just... You have a lot of static on your line. What the hell does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry, we have to send someone out. What? Can't you just fix it? Damn it, come on! So, I have to go.
Well... So, if you guys want to send your stuff in to FridgeArt, we are fridgeartpodcast@gmail.com. What do you want to make music with?
Oh, crap. There's a proto-alligator and a pencil.
Try it on his spines.
Oh, yeah. No, like a...
I'll just tap on his glass. Thank you for joining us, FridgeArt, today. Rubbing an alligator with a mechanical pencil. Kristen, you're also going to have to turn off the Audacity.
Oh my
God! FridgeArt! Keeping them in suspense, don't worry.